All right, well, I tried doing this on my tablet with no go. All right. One of my subscribers asked me to comment on the Chicago Marathon and the Van Dyke trial, because that's definitely going to have a big impact on what's going on in the Chicago market. Yeah, I know. I tried doing live with AZ recorder on my tablet and it froze, so we're doing this differently. Um, so as of right now, well, first things first, the Cubs lost. The Cubs lost the wild card game Tuesday night, so unfortunately, we will not be enjoying that very nice playoff money this year. But I sleep plenty. Nah, I don't sleep enough. um, but you know what? There's no shortage of professional sports teams in Chicago. There's so much stuff going on in Chicago all the time. So while it would have been nice for the Cubs to be in the playoffs for the extra earnings potential, it's not the end of the world. You know, feast and famine, guys. It's not. You can't always expect tons of surge, just like it's not always super super slow. There are very very good weeks and there are very very bad weeks. This week is kind of in the middle. Right now I'm in a Mazda 3. And this car's not bad. It's got some things I don't really like about it. I mean, it's an economy car, so it's not the most comfortable thing in the world to drive 10 hours a day, but it's not bad. Hey, titty boy. um, so, yeah, you know what the funny thing about the Cubs game? I thought the game was over, and I took a ride on the north side, not too like maybe 10 minutes away from Wrigley, and that ride was going up to Glencoe. So that was like a 35-minute ride at 1:30 in the morning. And then when I dropped them off, I checked the app and it was a $22 flat surge at Wrigley. And I was like, holy shit. So I told everyone in the group chat that was going to be a big ass surge. And it was. Because a lot of the full timers, they don't really like to drive that late. So there was definitely a lack of drivers in the area. And I know they cleaned up. I wish I would have been there to get that. Scott, right now, you know what? With the promotions that Uber offers and what I'm saving in fuel, I'm literally not paying anything for this rental. I'm essentially driving it for free. So with the amount I usually can make 1,800 to 2,000 bucks a week if I stay consistent. My take home each week will be between 1,500 and 1,600 bucks, like after the rideshare expenses, because I don't have to worry about maintenance. I don't have to worry about oil changes. I don't have to worry about tires. I don't like literally all my expenses are just slashed. So I've gone from 30 to 35% of my earnings being taken away for expenses to maybe 20%. I'll definitely make an updated video. Hey, what's up, Mattia? I'll definitely make an updated video about the expenses after this week, after I tabulate everything. So look forward to that. And right now I'm currently at maybe what am I at? 870 or something. Okay, I get to keep this car until the end of the month, and then I can decide whether or not I want to switch into a new one, or if I just want to keep it. I'm probably just going to keep it just because why not? And this car was filthy when I got it, and I cleaned it up. What was that question? Why do passengers think it's okay to perform oral sex during a ride? On the driver or on another passenger? And I can't answer that question. I'm renting from Hertz. It's a Mazda 3 and it's really not bad. I'm at 884 for the week. I know this is going to come back backwards, but Uh, there I am for the week, 884. This morning was super slow. I overslept because I was really tired. Um, but yeah. So, all right, and we got to talk about the Chicago Marathon. I know this is going to be flipped, so bear with me. All right. What's the minimum amount of rides you have to do in order to? It's not free. It's not free. All I'm saying is, um, what I'm earning in promo money from Uber and what I'm saving in fuel, I'm literally paying next to nothing. Literally, like this rental is pretty much costing me nothing. With the promo money and all that stuff. What's up, New York? All right. Let me go into the Chicago Marathon really quick for those of you who will take the effort to watch this in the future. All right. Chicago Marathon is going to take place on big parts of the city, right? And they're going I'm primarily Uber. And the Chicago Marathon is going to take place like along Lakeshore Drive and downtown, right? I can return the car. Yeah, I could. If I don't extend the rental agreement, I can return it whenever. So the marathon's going to be downtown on Lakeshore. Like I said, I know this is going to be flipped because it's live. And they're going to close off Michigan Avenue, right? Or they're going to close off big parts of the city. It's going to be literally parts of downtown is going to be cut in half. So, and that's on Sunday. So if you're taking rides, and let's say someone needs to be dropped off by like the hospitals by like Northwestern, you will not be able to while the marathon is in progress. You're gonna have to tell them, hey, are you okay with being dropped off on this side of like what's taped off or whatever? So you have to let your passengers know there are certain parts of the city that will not be accessible. It is with Hertz, guys. There are certain parts of the city that will definitely you will not be able to drive through. You will not be able to pick up passengers if they're on if they're on certain sides of where the marathon's happening, and that's going to be from like 8 to 2 or 8 to 3. It's going to take up a large portion of the day, or maybe even earlier than that. I'm not a fan of driving through during the marathon. I've done it 2 years in a row. It's miserable. Upcoming holidays. Well, Halloween is always good in Chicago. The holidays are usually very slow. For holiday weeks are very slow in Chicago. Those are probably some of the slowest weeks. So when I said Chicago's a good market 9 months out of the year, I mean it, because it's slow in July, it's slow in August, it's slow the week of Thanksgiving, it's slow the week after Thanksgiving, slow the week of Christmas, and slow the week after Christmas. Those weeks are miserably slow. So those are the ones you just have to accept. Like, there's not going to be much demand, not going to be much surge. A lot of people are off. It's those are weeks that you're going to swear you're doing something wrong. You're not doing anything wrong. That's just how it is. Yeah. But like I said, Halloween will be good. Halloween's good. New Year's Eve, what's funny is last New Year's Eve, I killed it. I made $450 with promos. The New Year's Eve before that, I think I made $79 in like 6 hours. That was the slowest night I ever drove. It was so slow, I fucking went drinking. It was so bad. And it was awful. Because that night there was more drivers than there was passengers. So there was no demand. It was awful. The best time is the morning rush. You got to hit the morning rush in Chicago. My skin is fucking hella dry right now. I don't even know why. What's going on? Yeah, you definitely, and you got to do the morning rush downtown. If you're not doing it, then like, you're missing out for sure. I haven't like shaved my cheeks or my under neck. I'm bumming it. Haven't had time. How many hours? I am at. No, I'm not at O'Hare. I'm not far from O'Hare, but I'm not at O'Hare. It's the all-American dream, dusty roads. I'm at 35 hours and 44 minutes, right where I want to be. Christabel, how you doing? You're in Charlotte, morning rush. You should see Chicago's morning traffic. It's fucking off. How to ride a beard. Or how to grow a beard. Don't shave it. Simple as that. No, I'm going to wear the same thing I wore last year for Halloween. You're at 14 hours, Ben? Fuck, dude, you're crazy. Who is my sponsor? I don't have a. Are you talking? I can't disclose that information yet. I'm working on a product sponsorship right now. You guys might be pleasant. You might be pleasantly surprised. How about that? Yeah. With promo, I'll probably be at like 1,050 before tomorrow morning. So that's where I like to be. Yeah, I definitely like to be at 1,000, over 1,000. Because then if I do the full weekend, which I will, then I'll probably hit 18 and 1,900 this week. I'm not gonna start whoring out for advertisers, guys. That's not how this works. I like to consider myself to be a calculating person. If I do seek out any kind of sponsorship or advertisement, it's because I have faith in that product and I think it will be valuable to you guys, not just valuable to me. So I'm looking forward, like if I like I said, if I do reach out to get sponsored, it's because it's a product that I know works and I know you guys will also enjoy. It's not just for me to get money. Like, as much as I like money, everyone likes money. I'm not a whore. You know, I'm not gonna play that game. If I don't like something, if I don't have faith in it, if it's not something I can rely on, then I'm not getting behind it. I'm not gonna try to offer, that product to you guys. You can try to match me next week. Been moving, so hours are down this week, but next week you're going for high numbers. October's a good month to do it. October's a very good month in this market. I know if I didn't make some mental mistakes this week, I'd probably be closer to $1,000 right now. So you're lucky to make $200 on a Saturday night. No, it's nothing to do with body. It's nothing to do with. Don't worry about it. You guys are fucking crazy. Thanks to you, you're the 45-minute plus. Oh yeah, we gotta talk about the Van Dyke situation. Okay, so, hey, Doug Kroger, go fist yourself, yeah. Please go fist yourself. So the Van Dyke trial, right now it's up to the jury. The jury is deliberating right now. If you guys are from outside Chicago, you might have heard this. This was national news like 2 years ago. This was the officer that is on trial for shooting Laquan McDonald in a city street at like 2 a.m. Laquan McDonald had a knife, and the shooting happened like 3 years ago, but the video was released 2 years ago, and Van Dyke was arrested after the video came out. Now the report came out that the person with the knife turned and charged the officers, so the one officer had no choice but to discharge his weapon 17 times. And that was what came out in the police report. And the video tells a different story. So I'm not going to get into like my opinions on all this stuff, but that trial has been going on. It's a hotly contested issue. It's a very divisive issue in Chicago. And I'm hearing talks about how if Van Dyke isn't prosecuted, if he isn't if the charge doesn't stick, then there might be like riots in Chicago. If that's the case, honestly, guys, stay home. You know, I don't think, like, I honestly don't think, I don't think it's going to be like Rodney King style thing. Hey, Doug Kroger, that yourself, please, right there. I like, if even if there's just demonstrations or whatever, it's going to be a mess. I don't personally want to see riots in my market, in my city. But you never know. Like, you know, and this is okay, I'll get personal for 1 second here. There's going to be a lot of people talking shit about, like, the people. Doug, I'll come to Florida when you stick that in yourself. How about that? I'll come to Florida and I'll show you what I can do. If there's riots in Chicago, like I said, okay, the Rodney King riots, I'm more of a man than you. The Rodney King riots, this is what you guys have to realize. When there's a mob mentality, people that have no dog in the fight, they have no, you know, they have nothing in the game. They'll just do it. The people will riot and loot just to do it. And the same thing, like, there's a mob mentality. When people are unafraid of consequences, they will just lose their minds. That's what happened in the Rodney King riots. And if something like that happens in Chicago, where there's like rioting and looting and all that stuff, it's not people that really care about the outcome of this case. It's just people, you know, just like in the Rodney King riots, it's the people that they just wanted a new stereo, they just wanted new sneakers. You know, there's definitely people who will take the opportunity to break the law because they know they're not going to get in trouble. And that cheapens whatever, you know, that cheapens the outcomes of this case. Hey, Doug, you know, Doug, fuck you. You're blocked. God. Fucking piece of shit. That's for you, Doug. Yeah, that guy was fucking trolling my email. That guy, I told him, leave me alone, and he's blowing up my emails. I'm like, dude, I do not want to talk to you. Get it through your head. You're a fucking idiot. He's like, you fucking new surgery. I'm in Florida. I'm a fucking idiot. God. And I'm like, I don't want to talk to you. What is your problem? I told him, I was like, I am not talking to you. I don't know what your problem is. You realize the biggest complainers on YouTube are from Florida. I can't help but notice that. You guys, like, the biggest people that complain on my channel, or the largest amount of people that complain on my channel, are all from Florida. What do I do if I end up in Joliet? Leave. Craven, I know that Uber in Canada has a couple different, they're in some provinces, but not all of them. I know that. I'm probably going to get a Lincoln MKZ hybrid. That's a good car. So, but yeah, back to the Van Dyke trial. One of the commenters said they hope that the outcome comes out next week. Me too. I really don't think, I really hope it doesn't come out until next week. It's gonna be ugly. OKC is I mean, Cristobal, I live by Chicago. Why would I drive in Joliet? Just not a smart move. Yeah, no, you keep a good attitude, Ben. I like to say that. Like, not every market is awesome, unfortunately. So you just have to you have to do what you can. That's the best of, like, if your market is so bad you cannot make money, then that's when you're left with a choice. Maybe I shouldn't drive. And that's not like I said, I'm not going to tell you you're an idiot for not driving. If it's a bad move financially, if you can't make money, or if you're not happy with the money you're making, then do not drive. but don't take it out on me because I make more money than you do. Simple as that. Tonight, there's Ed Sheeran at the United Center. Any channels with Uber in the name do not need to change it. Is that true, Uber DC? Is that true? Yeah, Kasim, the channel's growing pretty well. I'm pretty excited. No problem, Craven. Jessica, hey. Ahmed, we do have the 10-hour limit in Chicago. KC, how you doing? Ride shared. Oh, hey. I don't recognize that new YouTube name. I was like, who the fuck is that? I will never drive a Hyundai. No, not. Yeah, no, I like just doing trip after trip after trip. Even like I said, even if it's not surging, I just like to stay busy. I just like to knock out trips. Ada, how you doing? How do I make sub hours? The problem with Florida is people expect everything to be handed to them. Hey, maybe. I don't know. All I'm saying is the biggest count of complainers I have on my channel are from Florida. You guys are all miserable. I don't get it. Fucking go find the fountain of youth. Fucking go use your time more effectively. I ended up in Joliet last week. And I actually got a ride, like an hour-long ride back into the city from Joliet. I got lucky. That was last week on Wednesday. Can you pick up at arrivals on the upper level? That's where you're supposed to pick up. I am monetized, yes. Uber DC, email me so we can talk about this. I think Vancouver would be a good market because government is just a bunch of bitches and takes forever. I wouldn't know. Chicago. There might be an event at Soldier Field. I really don't know. When I pay off my GMC, or like if I owe $2,000 left on my GMC in February, then I'm getting a new car in February. There's so much going on in Chicago, guys. I don't know. Reciprocating rectum? That's an interesting channel name. The timer does not come down in the suburbs. No. I can't drive a Yukon in Chicago. That's the whole side of the car will be scraped up. No, I don't feel like suffering that much. Yeah, I don't like food delivery. You got rear-ended by another Uber driver? Ooh! You said the suburb hours don't count. If you leave the city with the app on, the hours won't be counted. That's like you still have the 10 hours to play with. I'm in a Mazda 3. You're getting Surge in New York? Go get it then. What are you doing on the chat? Go drive. Make some money. You guys see the only Florida... Dude, Florida, you know, fucking Dustin, you know these Florida drivers are just wow. It's just complaining all the time. Like, there's a few of you. No, I mean, I'm not saying all of them, but I'm saying the biggest amount of complainers. Like, I had to block that one troll. It was M Silver Hammer. This fucking idiot out of... I think he's in Tampa Bay, too. All he does is complain. I see him on other YouTube channels. He fucking writes novels about how much Uber sucks. Fucking, how about this? Stop complaining so much and drive more. You might make more money. What's the most hours I did in a week? 76, I think. Do I recommend a bleached O-ring? What is an O-ring? I want to get a 2017 MKZ next year. You pick up at departures. There's the rideshare loading zone is between the terminals at O'Hare. All right, Mike B, there you go. I'm not saying everyone in Florida is a complainer. I'm just saying the biggest amount of complainers on my channel are from Florida. I've already answered that question. You're going to hit 15,000 rides? Hell yeah. You'll hear about it when I get to it. Charles Donnelly says all the Uber Eats drivers in Florida complain about no boost all the time on. Yeah, dude, complains so fucking much. It's 12 hours. Yeah, but unfortunately, I maxed out the hours twice this week. 10 hours. So, what would be my top 3 tips for something starting as a new driver? Try to get information for your local market. Make a good choice for getting a car, and just learn to be comfy. The Mazda's okay. It's all right. Ada, get back out there. Sako, hey. Yeah. I'm going to do more shopping around for the car once I get closer to paying off my GMC. You drive in Kenosha, Wisconsin's killer frequent with your methods. Brad, however you say your last name. Appreciate it, man. Take care out there. Do you get burnt out from time to time? Yeah, but I just tough it out, man. Here's the thing, I get burned out, but I like work. For me, work is therapy. I like making money. I like staying busy. So it's not so bad for me to just hop on the app and make money. Like every once in a while, I'll have like a day where it's like, it's 5 in the morning. I'm just like, I'm not coming in today. Fuck it. That's like every 3 weeks for a month. I blocked Doug because he's a fucking idiot. He's a crying bitch. I don't like Volkswagens. I am a legitimate workaholic. I love staying busy. Yeah. I like Hondas. Hondas are good cars. 10 hours is not 16 hours. Come on. Borrico says South Florida is not really that bad. You know what? I would love to try a Florida market, but I just, I would love to try a bunch of markets. It's just, I wish I had the freedom to just go to a new market and try it out, but I don't have that freedom. My terrain was an Uber X. What hours are the best to avoid traffic and make the most money? You're not avoiding traffic in Chicago. But to make the most money, you gotta do the morning rush. I work out a decent amount. You gotta tough it out, man. You gotta set a goal, and you need to make a goal, and you need to work towards that goal. If you're just driving, like I said, when I was doing this 2 years ago, it was just for alcohol money. It was just to get money to get drunk on the weekends. And like, I was happy with $70 a day. Now it's like, if I make $70 in 3 hours, I'm fucking crying in my car. My sleeve, I have bulls on this arm, and I have the Chicago flag on this arm, which it's hard to see with this angle, and script there. So I'm actually going to talk to my tattoo artist. I want to get more of this filled in. I haven't had Popeyes in a while. No, I think my biggest week was 76 hours. You make $3K a week? Holy shit. You can use the rental for whatever you want. That's good news, Christian. I'm glad to hear that. I like to calculate money for every mile driven, including dead miles. Yeah, you can. What vitamins? I use the heavy duty beard balm by the Honest Amish, right? The heavy duty though, because the regular one doesn't do it. Hey, if I could legally drive in New York, I would come to New York. I would love to drive in a bunch of different markets. I just can't do it. Are weekday nights busy in Chicago? Weekday nights are really not that busy. XL 165, nice. Hey, you know what? I can't have sushi. I have ulcerative colitis, so I cannot eat sushi. I think we're back though, right? No, because in New York, you need to have the TLC license. So, um, New York has its own regulations. Some markets you can just show up and drive. New York's not one of them. Like I said, I would personally, I did. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I did want to go to Uber and talk about trying to get activated in different markets and doing like week-long tours in different markets. Um, I really want to do that. I personally think it'd be good for the channel. It'd be good for the viewers. Um, I haven't really built up the reputation to try to tackle that yet. Because I would just love to tackle a bunch of markets around the country and see what's possible, how it's possible to make money if you work hard. Uh, if I was the CEO of Uber, I'd do so many things differently. I can't even. It'd be a fucking. I'd go for hours. Um, Honestly, I kind of camped out at United Center 2 days ago because it was big surge. And there was also really good surge there yesterday, but I didn't camp yesterday. Yesterday I was getting pings from 10 minutes away. You put a cot in the garage. Oh, that's very nice of you. Um, no, I would love to go to different markets around the country. Like it'd also be fun because I love it'd be a good like working vacation. And I might present the idea to them. Because my social media following is growing, but logistically it'd be a challenge. Yeah. When I'm in a surge area, do I just sit around and wait? 2 nights ago, I was waiting for the best ride I could get, and it turned out being a $10 pool with the flats, or a $10 flat surge pool. Ahmed, watch my videos. I don't have a website. I chose to ignore getting a website. I didn't think that was necessary. Would I do Uber in Europe? Probably not. I like America. Yeah, no, but I would like to do like a whole week to see what it's like to make money if you work hard in a bunch of different markets. How would you know what would be the best ride? I've been doing this so many years, man. Like, you just kind of know when the surge starts dying down. And also, sometimes I just wait for 45 plus. You know, like, if it's a flat surge with 45 plus, I know that trip is going to pay really, really well. So, like I said, that's up to you guys. Canada, too cold. And I'm from Chicago. We get some cold winters. No, fuck, my beard's itchy. Like I said, I would love to tackle some. He's making a fuck ton of referrals, yeah. But I don't like I don't have any skin in the referral game. Referrals are cool, but I don't. That's not the point of the channel, is to make referral money. I'm glad to make referral money, but that's not the point of the channel. Piotrek, sometimes I just wait for the 45 plus. Yeah, if I'm feeling patient enough, I'll just wait and wait. It might take 5 minutes, it might take 10 minutes, it might take, let me go into my you guys are gonna laugh when you see my acceptance rating this week. How often to go to car wash? Whenever the car's dirty. Yeah. Acceptance rating does not matter. Not one bit. Sorry, I missed a comment. I wash the interior myself now. Especially I got some products that I really like. And literally, this is a rental. This thing was filthy. Now it looks really good. Do you go ahead and do any of the repairs or maintenance with the dealer when you go in for oil changes? I was back when I had my GMC. Yeah. Hold on. Let me try to find my... I like using my water bottle trick. The Craven, that's too long of a story. The where you at passenger is the worst passenger I've ever had. Hold on, let me get my notification thing here. Can you rent a select car? I think there are fleet managers that will allow you, but it's really not worth it to rent one of those. It's like, it'll be like $500 a week. It's not worth it. Okay, my acceptance rate for this week is 28.9%. And I get pings all the fucking time, guys. Rating does not matter. I thought it'd actually be lower. I know this is backwards, but look at that in the middle. 28.9% acceptance rating. 6 cancellations. Acceptance rating does not matter. I have drivers in my group chat who have had single-digit acceptance ratings. Lorena, so far, not a problem with the rental. Let's look at last week. I'm very selective during the week for my rides. On the weekends, I pretty much take everything. Last week's earnings, okay. I did not drive at all during the weekend, right? Please subtract $290 from, so that says 1503. Take away $290 because it was $90 from the previous week's promotions and $200 in referrals. So I made 1210, like 1213. 1213 is what I made last week. You go through the app, Hanson checks. I'm gonna say to me the rental's worth it. I know it's backwards because it's live. If you hit Quest every week, what will be out of your pocket? Paul E, out of pocket will be the fuel. So $40. You gotta drive some more? Hey, Chicago's a good market, guys, honestly. Well, Sacco, if you do select, yeah, I would take 100% of those rides too. Lyft is, okay, to the best of my knowledge, Uber still kind of frowns on high cancellations, but acceptance ratings, you got nothing to worry about. Do I sleep in my car? Yes, I do. Not all the time, but I do it. I don't sleep in my car. I nap in my car. How about that? JJ, you're not going to see those ratings on your phone anymore. You have to go into the website. Thank you, Piotrek. Appreciate it. Yeah, guys, get out there and drive. I'm going to start at like... I'm going to go to the bum lot in like an hour. How much work do I put in my beard? Not much. No, that's the thing. If you're tired, rest your eyes. I only do it when I'm tired. Like, I don't just... Yeah, I don't live in my car like everyone assumes I do. If you're not feeling well rested, the bum lot is the airport lot. My goal is to clear $1,000, so I'm only $115 away. What I was doing for a little while, I was going to bum lot and I was taking naps between pings. So Ramiro, I'm doing a weird schedule right now, but what I've been doing is overnights from like 9 to 1, 8 to 1 in the morning, and then working out, relaxing or whatever, and then being back on app at 4 o'clock in the morning, 4 to 10. Yeah. This is a very active stream today. You guys are asking lots of questions. Hondas are good cars. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of minivans, but in Chicago, you can make good money with a minivan. You slept from 11 to 11? Jesus Christ. They probably thought you were dead. I mean, trust me, in my group chat, I've had drivers be like, dude, I fucking passed out for... I've done it. I've passed out there for like 4 hours. Because sometimes you just like, everyone else is doing it, right? I might as well do it too. And then you just like... And then the sun's out and you're like, what the fuck happened? What month is this? Spool bus. Yeah. Thanks to Esteban for that one. All right, Dustin. You take care, man. Yeah, that's embarrassing. It's definitely happened to me. Piotrek. Am I saying that name right? I use the Uber stock navigation. I don't fuck with the with any other apps. I don't like how it switches. Well, if I make $80,000 in app earnings, then with the GMC, my total net would be like 54 or something like that. But that's why I'm trying to get up to like 85,000 next year. So my net will be closer to 65,000 in app. So that's doable. I just the reason I work as hard as I do is because I can't make this kind of money at any traditional full-time job. You know, like I'm not really capped at how much I can earn. So I am a workaholic. I enjoy putting in long hours, but I also like to make money. I can't make this kind of money anywhere else, unfortunately. So, and you know, I'm also starting to branch out. I'm getting YouTube revenue. I'm getting referral revenue. So financially, I'm in a better place now than I've ever been. But it's all the result of being a hard worker. It's not like from just, I'm not just trying to make money off of you guys simply as that. I'm doing well. I'm doing better than I have before, and I'm going to continue to do better because I'm just going to keep growing and growing and growing. Obsessed with growth. So the sky's the limit, man. It's really like the one thing this has taught me. I know not everyone likes being a rideshare driver, but the one thing I've kind of learned is if you set limits for yourself, like that's as much you're gonna make. I don't want to make $80,000 a year. I don't want to make I want to make $130,000. I want to make 140, 150. I want to make more and more and more. You know, like I fucking love staying busy. And now the amount of time I'm spending staying busy is generating revenue. So like I'm generating revenue 16 hours a day. You know, that's how I like to do it. You know, that's the life I enjoy leading, you know. Piotrek, 200 miles is about normal. So my job before this was Coca-Cola, which I got fired from May 1st of last year. No, do I have kids that I know of? No, I don't believe I have kids. My pullout game is pretty good. Would I do trucking? No, I don't think so. Be very, what the hell? Are you telling me be wary? You know what though? No, it's literally like the one thing I've learned from the rideshare game is you at least here, right? Not in Florida, which I know you fucking guys are gonna freak out. You get what you put in. and I am getting a return on the time I'm putting in. You know, like there's definitely only so much time you can spend driving safely and legally, but I'm doing okay, you know. And for the most part, I'm enjoying this. I'm not like, you know, there's a lot of negativity and pessimism. It's okay though. It's all right. You mean Gary V? Gary, I think you mean Gary V. Craven, if Uber didn't have a cap, I would do 12 hours Monday through Saturday and take off Sundays. I am not a fan of the Power Pod. That thing did not work. Well, see, there you go. Tom Rowe's positive. Florida drivers should be more like Tom Rowe. No, dude, Florida drivers are just miserable, man. You guys fucking, y'all gotta take a chill pill. Like, no, you know, it's funny. Like some people. All right, sorry about that, guys. You've got your pastors listening to me. Paulie, it's all feel at this point. No, you know what the funny thing is, some people say they like motivate him. It's like, it's just life, guys. You gotta, if you want to be successful, if you want to make money, you just have to work harder. That's it. You gotta work harder than you know. You gotta work harder than, you're gonna work. You have to work harder than you know you're capable of. You know, sorry, I'm gonna turn this on because the battery's dying, or there's no light. And the one thing I can't stand too is a lot of people that that say they're not making money. Sorry. How do I do this? Whatever. A lot of let's say someone tells me that they're not making money, right? And rideshare, and they're in a good market. I want to know why. I want to break down what the problem is. Or like, if you say, it's not about subscribers, it's about views. If you say that like you're in Chicago and you don't want to, or you want to make $1,000 a week, but you don't want to do it in 40 hours, you want to do it in 20. I'm like, well, then it's not going to do it. It's like, then it's not worth it. I'm not going to work for that money. It's like, but what are you doing? What else are you doing with your time? You say your time is so valuable. What are you doing with that time? Are you playing video games? If you're not using that time valuably, fuck. Then like, don't complain about how you're not making enough, you know, in terms of like earnings wise. You have to, if you want to make money, you got to work at it. It's not like, I think the problem is a lot of people just think it's going to fall in your lap. That's not the way it works. You seriously just got to stay after it. I've only done that once, JJ. I heard Philly's a good market. I wouldn't know about Florida. Wisely, yeah. 1,000 views should be $10. It's 1% of viewership. So if you get 100,000 views on monetized videos, that's $1,000. It's 1%. And I'm gonna make another video about the 1% thing later. Not tonight, but soon. That's how you count how much you make is so like, and they changed that for like, if you're like PewDiePie where you're getting 60 million views a month, I think they cap you at a certain point because there's no way they'd be able to pay that much money. No, what you're talking about, yeah, that's point. What was that, 0.02? No, it's 1%, pretty much. It's anywhere from 0.08% to 1%. At least for me. Maybe larger channels get more, but like I said, I know some of the huge channels, they kind of cap what you can earn at a certain point. Because like I said, PewDiePie would be making, if he's making 60 million views a month, how much in 1% of that is, or he's getting more than those many views. 1% of that is what, 600,000? Because 10% is 6 million. So yeah, it's like, I think they might cap you like $500,000 a month for a YouTube channel. But YouTube is valuable for other reasons, like you can get sponsorships, you know, stuff like that. It's not all about the ad revenue. The ad revenue does help, but for a smaller channel like mine, it's not much. It's a tiny bit. Yeah, but like, but that's the 1% of YouTube content creators. You know, that's so beyond, like, okay, Jake Paul gets, or was it Logan Paul? One of those idiots. They might, damn, it's 1% of my views. 1% of monetized views. So depends how many views I got. Last month I got 92,000. So, but not all those videos were monetized. I think last month it was like $600. Not bad, right? What's my goal? Global domination. Interaction is helping in your market. Hey, this is a good market, man. You gotta know where to squeeze, you know? All right, Tav. You gotta know. You gotta pluck the right fruit, and you gotta squeeze it. I don't have Boost anymore. I'm by my old roommate's house. I'm gonna say bye to the dog in a little bit and take off. We haven't had Boost in a long time, but I'm still making it work. See, some of you guys rely on promotions too much. That's not the way to do it. Because I guarantee, if they took away Quest bonuses in Chicago, dude, we would make so much fucking money in Surge. Stay out of my city. Stay in OKC where you belong. I'll chase you out with a broom. No, my YouTube earnings will be, is it lit downtown? Let's find out if that's true, shall we? The airports are gonna be busy right now. That's how it is. Oh shit! Oh, it is surging a lot. Look at that. Check that out, guys. That's some decent surge there. What the hell's going on downtown? Did the fucking thing end? The trial? No, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna cut this off. I'm gonna go say goodbye to the dog. Ed Sheeran, he wouldn't have that much surge. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this off, guys. I want to thank y'all for watching. To recap, Cubs lost, Chicago Marathon's on Sunday, and there's a big trial going on in Chicago. So hopefully everyone, especially in Chicago, I'm too far from that surge. If you're in Chicago, guys, please be careful. No joke. It might get ugly out here. So if you don't feel comfortable driving, stay home. Simple as that. You know, I'll be out here just because I don't give a fuck. I'm mad, man. I'm fucking crazy. So everyone, take care. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.